The UCLA Bruins have a tough match this weekend. They are headed to UNLV. Yep, you heard that right. A Big Ten school is headed to a Mountain West school for a game. UNLV Rebels are 2-0. Right now, UCLA is sitting there at 0-1. They lost to a Big 12 school. Well, the UNLV Rebels, under Dan Mullins, I will perfectly well admit I am not a quite a believer in them yet after that horrible game versus Idaho State. But they came out against Sam Houston, did a little bit better, so they're showing improvement. Now, UCLA with Nico Iamaleava, and as a Tennessee fan, I got to see him last year quite a bit. I'm not impressed with Nico Iamaleava. And what he did this past game, okay, he was leading rusher, leading passer, but he really wasn't impressive. Now, Deshaun Foster is through and through a Bruin. The man played football there. Except for his time in football, he was a pro player as a running back. He was pro running back for the Panthers and San Francisco 49ers. Then became a student assistant and graduate assistant at UCLA. Spent a year at Texas Tech as running back coach. Came back in 2017 and then became a head coach in 2024. Dan Mullins, on the other hand, is somebody who been all over the place. He was a tight end at Ursinus. He's a offensive guru to a lot of people. He put Mississippi State, gave Mississippi State their only number one ranking in ever. Then went to Florida. He had some good years at Florida. He also had some bad year, or had a bad year at Florida. He won a divisional title at Florida, which he couldn't even do at Mississippi State. He went 10-3 one season. Took him 9-4, 8-4. He was 69-46, a winning record at Mississippi State. Then was 34-15 at Florida. But his last year was 5-6, so yeah, probably not the best thing. Now he's at UNLV. Highest paid group of five coach out there. Deshaun Foster is his second year of coaching, went 5-7 his first year, and it is not looking good this year. So let's get into these two teams and talk about this. So hit like and subscribe and help me out. Here we go.
Hey folks, this is Paul with Redneck Sports. I want to thank you for viewing my video, and I want to give you one thought process. There was a famous coach at the University of Tennessee by the name of General Robert Neyland. He had 6 maxims, but number 2 maxim is what everybody should apply to their life. Play for and make the breaks. When one comes your way, score. That's how to live your life right there.
Now let's take a look at the UNLV Rebels. Sorry. Now I will say this much: their first game against Idaho State, I don't know what they were doing. They won it, but barely. But so far on the year, Anthony Kalendra has gotten 444 passing yards. Their leading rusher, Jaden Thomas, also known as Get, has 212 rushing yards, which is a good figure. And receiving yards, their leading receivers, Jaden Bradley, with 256. Anthony Kalenda has got 44 attempts. He's at 77.3 completion rate, thrown 3 touchdowns, had interceptions, been sacked 4 times in 2 games. Now, mind you, this is a team that beat Idaho State, which weird way of getting there, with 38-31. They were 38-21 against Sam Houston, which is a rebuilding team, but not horrible. Jaden Thomas, Get Thomas, is 19 carries, 212 yards, has had 4 touchdowns so far. Anthony Calendra has rushed 19 times for 116 yards, one touchdown on the season. Kayvon Lee, 12 for 47. Then Alex Orji, who is their other quarterback, rushed 9 times, 41 yards, and gotten a touchdown. Now, Alex Orji was a backup at Michigan, so he's used to having a better situation. But then again, though, at the same time, they didn't have much of a quarterback room there before. And Anthony Calendar is from Virginia, which, yeah. Jet Thomas is the UNLV man through and through. Now, Jaden Bradley's had a wide receiver, 12 receptions, 256 yards, one touchdown. D'Angelo Irvin Jr., wide receiver, 3 for 31, one touchdown. Dejan Reynolds, 2 for 21, one touchdown. So Alex Orji's doing what Michigan did when he's gotten in there. He was 3 of 3, so he's actually 100% on passing. But let's take a look at their defense. Amaris Brown, defensive back, is leading them in tackles and in interceptions. They've sacked the other quarterback 5 times. They know how to get to a quarterback. They've intercepted the other team 5 times. They forced a fumble. Amaris Brown's got 10 solo tackles, 2 assisted, 2 sacks, 2 pass deflections, 2 interceptions. Yeah, Amaris Brown is a beast. Marcel McDuffie, 8 solo, 4 assisted, so he's got 12 as well. 1 sack himself. 1 interception. Yeah, you heard that right. He's doing some good things himself. So their defense, while may not be getting as many tackles, is doing far more on the field. Think about that for a minute. This UCLA team has got a sub for an offensive line. They've got a quarterback who just doesn't understand a whole lot, in my opinion. I mean, he's okay. He knows how to pass it. I mean, he knows how to hand it off. Pardon me, not pass it, but how to hand it off. And you've got an offense, or you got a defense they're going to be going, that's going to be having the home advantage, that knows how to sack the other quarterback, knows how to intercept, knows how to deflect passes. They've gotten Amaris Brown he had a long 52 yards and got a touchdown. So they know how to score on their defense. Now, they haven't had a fumble recovery, but they have had a forced fumble. This is a defense that is pretty solid, especially under an offensive guy like Dan Mullen. So Dan Mullen knows what defense is good. I wouldn't be worried if I was UNLV. Now, let's take a look at the visiting team, which is UCLA. They're 1 game against a good Utah, supposedly. Now, we'll see at the end of the year. But Nico Iamaleava was 11 of 22 for passing, 136 yards, threw 1 touchdown and had 1 interception. Now, he did get sacked 4 times. They were going after him hardcore. He was also a leading rusher, 13 rushes, 47 yards, a long of 21, no rushing touchdowns for anybody. Javian Thomas, who is also known as Jet, this is important because there's a Jet Thomas that is important for UNLV, rushed 7 times for 17 yards. Think about that for a second. Rushed 7 times and only got 17 yards. Now, receivers, Anthony Woods received 3 times, had 48 yards, and had 1 TD. So they 3 for 31 for Quasi Gilmer. Jake Peterson, 2 for 26. Mikey Matthews, 2 for 22. They were Eh. I'd say Chisholm was their top tackler. He had, well, they got no sacks on Utah, but he had 5 solo tackles, 12 assisted tackles for a total of 17. Uh, One forced fumble. That was by Scooter Jackson, a defensive back who had 2 tackles himself. Had one pass deflection, which was Roderick Pleasant, who helped with 2 tackles. John Vaughn had 15, 6 solo, 9 assists. Their defense was not horrible. Actually, their defense was pretty okay. They just couldn't get an interception. They were able to force a fumble. So, I mean, here's a team that their offense was abysmal, 50% passing efficiency, one TD, but one interception. But at the same time, their offensive line held like the water said. Just, and Nico going there because Tennessee didn't have the right players just shows you, yeah, he went from a team that made it to the college football playoffs to a team that can't even protect him. He got hit so many times he was limping off the field. And in all honesty, he wasn't that good at passing last year anyway. So this is a offense that's in shambles. Their defense is at least decent. So that's UCLA Bruins. I'm going to say this right now. Uh, I'm looking at UNLV to be the better team. Now, a lot of people are saying that UCLA should win this game, but UNLV's got a better defense, got a better offensive line. They, quite honestly, are a better overall team. Not to mention, they're used to winning. I'm not seeing anything with UCLA. I mean, they could win this. They've got 5-star players all over the place. And Alex Orji and Kalindra are both experienced quarterbacks that have shown that they can win games. They've also shown that they can work within differing systems. Dan Mullins knows how to win. Whereas Deshaun Foster has got a bunch of former 5 stars that failed at other schools. Some of them didn't, some of them did. To be honest with you, as a Tennessee fan, I considered that Nico Iamaleava was okay. UCLA right this minute, and I'm recording this Friday morning, their odds are that they should win this game by 2.5 points. I've heard others say, oh, they should win it by 3. But in all honesty, I'm not seeing it. UNLV's got a home court advantage. UCLA has an offensive line that is a seb going up against a defense that loves going through the offensive line. Both teams have a good running back, but only one of them has shown that he is, that good this season. Javian Thomas, the Jet Thomas from UCLA, is coming from Cal. And last year he had 100 carries, 626 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So, he had a pretty good season last year. This is going to be an interesting dynamic. Mountain West football is needing to show that they can do something because, well, unfortunately, they ain't been showing a whole lot. And to be honest with you, I think UNLV really is the better team. I think Dan Mullins has put together a far better team, and I don't think UCLA's got a chance. So that's my prediction. I think UNLV is going to win this game. I could be wrong. I'm just stating my opinion. But you tell me. This has been Paul with Redneck Sports. Y'all have a good day now. Bye.
I want to thank you for watching my video. And if you like what you saw, like, subscribe, and comment. Y'all have a good day now.